Welcome to my channel, Bearman Crypto. This is the first video I'm making, and I would like you to join me on my journey as I take you through this and navigate this crypto space. I've been in crypto since about 2017. First bought Bitcoin when it was down low, down at about 3,000, and you know I stuck around, hang around, made some money. Finally made a bit of money in 2021, but again made the rookie error. Didn't take any profit. So this time round, I'm hoping it will be different. So if you're around, do stick around and follow me on my journey as I work my way through this messy crypto space. So I've decided to make my first video. I've been particularly keen to get this message out pretty urgently, actually. It's just there was a topic today that I saw on Twitter which just stuck at me, and I thought I'd jump on here and quickly make a video for you guys, and just give you my views on what I think. So specifically the project, as you can see, that I'll be talking about today, it's been hot on Twitter, Aptos Labs. So this has been hot on Twitter because this launch of this token has been talked about so much. It's been hotly anticipated. It was built by a couple of the former employees from Meta, so essentially Facebook employees. And when we look here on their website, you can see there's a picture of them here. So these guys have obviously pulled together quite a highly anticipated token. It's had a massive valuation, so $4 billion valuation that I saw somewhere. So there's obviously a lot of hype for this token, and it's a highly anticipated project. However, it seems that the way that they're launching it has got a lot of people upset. I'll take you through some of the things that I found pretty interesting, and I hope you find it interesting. But again, this is just purely my view, not financial advice. So some of the things that I'll be talking about, it's just purely my views, and I'll leave it to you to make your own judgment and make your own decisions. And as the saying goes, do your own research. All I'll be sharing with you along here is my view of what is happening in this space. So as I was talking about earlier, so they seem to have released their tokenomics after a lot of pressure on crypto Twitter, basically. So their mainnet has now gone live. It went live yesterday, I believe, and the token is supposed to be launched about 1 a.m. UTC on a number of big exchanges. So I've seen somewhere Coinbase, Binance, OKX, all the big players are going to be listing this token. However, the big issue that I found is they're releasing this token, but absolutely no tokenomics that anyone had seen. But after all that pressure, they finally released their tokenomics. It can be found on their Twitter page, and I'll just take you through some of the things that I found as I read through some of their tokenomics. So as you can see here, this is a breakdown of the tokens and how they'll be distributed. So one of the things that obviously stands out is 51% for the community, but again, it's a little bit ambiguous. I think it's not very clear what that means, and just reading further along, it's not very clear in terms of, from what I can see, when you first look at this, 51% for the community, it sounds absolutely fantastic, but how would that be distributed to that community? When I read a bit widely again, found that I guess for the foundation and the early investors, this is going to be locked for, I think, for about 12 months. 12 months, but I think it's about 12 months. I'll need to just double check that. So obviously that is good in terms from a launch perspective. It shows that obviously they're going to be around. They're not just gonna basically launch the token and run. So as I went through it, there's a number of things that stand out to me. So there's this talk about incentivizing people to stake the token, but it's not very clear from what I can see how they'll be incentivizing people to stake this token, as well as what is the APY. That is not very clear, and I think it's very questionable because what is there really to incentivize long term holders? So these are some of the questions that I found, you know, they raised a few alarm bells. So I'm not sure what you guys think, but if you've got any specific comments, stick it in the comments down below this video, and let me know what you think. And again, as I went through it, it seems that the unlock is, again, it's they've stretched it out over 10 years. So you know, when you look at it on the face of it, that is good. However, there is that whole question of how the normal user like me and you are going to get hold of these tokens when they get listed on places like Binance and Coinbase. Believe me, they're going to pump. They're going to pump. However, this reminds me very much of when I think of ICP. When ICP first launched, I think it was midway through the bull run. It launched at probably around, I think it was something like $400 at launch. Let me just have a quick look, because I think that's one of it, it very much sounds like an ICP type launch, whereby these VCs were highly vested in this. However, they obviously got in at the bottom and were waiting to dump on the um, on the normal investor like me and you. So there you go. There we go. There's ICP. So when ICP launched, wow, look at that. 10th of May 2021, it reached a price of 461. That is insane. And then when you look at it, it pretty much dumped. So it launched on the 10th of May. And within probably about, yeah, about, was that about 2 weeks? It was down at 164. So this is, yeah, so things like this, it worries me, particularly when you've got big VCs that have really got their fingers in the pie. And as soon as this token gets on big exchanges, everyone's going to be rushing to buy it. I myself, I'm not going to be rushing to buy this. I think the project itself is fantastic. I think when you look at some of the high level things that they've been talking about, they've got an extremely high TPS. Some of which, obviously, this is what they're pitching, that they're going to be the next Solana killers. I think if we look back to last year and part of this year, Solana has struggled. It has struggled with outages, and it seems that when we look at Aptos, this is what they're planning to solve, and that they believe that this new project is going to solve those issues that we saw with Solana. They're using a better, more inferior programming language that they believe will work best. But I, for myself, I think I'm going to hold out, see how this plays out. I'm not quite sure what anyone else thinks. I'm going to wait, maybe, I don't know, give it a couple of weeks, wait till the dust settles. Then I might start getting my fingers dirty. I'll pick up a few tokens. start playing around with the testnet. I think there's a few things here. Just having a look at their website, they've got a wallet, which I believe that they'll probably use to work through with the staking. Again, nothing is very clear yet at this stage, so it just seems maybe just waiting and seeing how it plays out first before getting involved. But if there is a testnet, I will be getting involved. Just play around, break things. You never know with some of these when you play around with these early protocols. There is an opportunity to get an airdrop. So my advice, what I think is, what I'll be doing is waiting around, wait till the launch of the token, wait for it for the dust to settle down, and then pick a few up, and then starting to have a bit of a play. But hey guys, this is my first video. There's going to be plenty more to come from me. I'm going to be doing a further deep dive into Aptos as I go along. So if you fancy coming along with that on that journey with me, subscribe to the channel and I'll keep you updated constantly. There's going to be further, better content that's going to come through as I go on my journey, and I would like you to share that and be part of that journey with me. Thanks a lot, guys. Stick around, pay attention. It will get boring, but stick around and pay attention. Thanks.